Morning, my friends, from Wad Madani in Sudan. In this video we are going to Ethiopia. So the plan is, but we are not gonna ride, we're gonna take a transport. So the goal is to go by public transport all the way to Gonder in Ethiopia. It's gonna should take 3 transports. One transport from here, Wad Madani, to Al-Gadarif, the last big city before the border in Sudan, and then one transport from Gadarif to the border itself, which is called Galabat in Sudanese side, or Metema in Ethiopia, and then one transport to Gonder. But this leg of the journey is, so I take transports for safety reason, because the area is troubled, especially on the Ethiopian side, but it could be troubled also on the Sudanese side. On the way from Khartoum, it was also like so many checkpoints and a lot of military coming back from, because they have clashes between Ethiopia and Sudan in the border. They have some clashes. I don't think it's near the road, but still it's like slightly troubled. But this leg of the journey is probably maybe the most difficult since I started. This border crossing actually is going to be from far the most difficult, because I mean, for me it should be fine. I have my visa already, I have my e-visa, so I should enter easily. But to get my bike inside Ethiopia is going to be might be very complicated. Roger crossed the border I think about 3 weeks ago, and it took him 6 days to cross the border. In Ethiopia they have a problem with the currency exchange. Salam alaikum. The official rate for the US dollar and the black market rate are diverging for some reason. So to fight against this issue of the money losing its value, the Central Bank of Ethiopia has decided to ban the import of 38 different kinds of goods. And this import ban includes cars, motorbikes and bicycles. So basically, in theory, my bike is not allowed to enter Ethiopia. And if you want to still enter despite the ban, then you have to pay a tax or to deposit a tax, which results, which is like often like 200-300% of the value of the vehicle, or more, up to like 400 or 500%. So it's ridiculously high. But maybe I should be able to get my bike inside, because I read on the internet that electric vehicles are not included in the ban. So maybe all motorcycles, bicycles and cars are banned from entering Ethiopia, except my bike maybe, because it's electric. So let's see, maybe we can enter in Ethiopia. And if we cannot, I'm gonna get in big trouble, because it's gonna be complicated. Because the issue is that, of course, Sudan is very hard to enter as well, and I have a single entry visa. So the issue is, if I exit Sudan and then get stuck, and then my bike cannot enter Ethiopia, then my bike is stuck at the border. Then it's gonna take months to get it, to fix this situation. But I'm willing to take the risk, because I really want to go to Ethiopia, and because I really think that because my bike is electric, I should be able to get in without too much trouble. Let's see what happens. Let's go to Ethiopia, guys. So here is the situation at the bus station. Selfie time. Everybody around. Yeah, selfie.
I was selfie.
Selfie.
Okay, good.
Let's go. Move. Yes.
Tom, okay.
I'm Madani.
Mabruk, okay. So that's how I'm gonna get. I get this? Okay, I can enter here? Okay. Selfie. I'm my friend, yeah. Selfie, good.
How are you?
Fine, yeah. Good, my friend, yeah. So somehow my bicycle got inside the bus.
Yes.
Without being folded, that's great.
We are going.
Very good.
Yeah.
I need to buy a ticket.
Go. Go.
Okay, let's go. I need to buy my ticket.
Yes.
So I think the ticket is 6,000 for me, and I'm gonna pay 10 for the bike and the bags.
يزيد طوله عن أكثر من متر ونص تقريبا قرابة مترين.
شكرا.
عليك كاميرا عشان تشوف وين؟ عندك كاميرا
عالم امريكا ولا شنو؟ نشوف يوم الودا كيف وزاده. بنزين ولا بدال؟
الكتريك. بدال يا.
بدال ايوه.
ده الميزان هنا.
اي.
ده الميزان هنا.
ها؟
اثيوبيا؟
Ethiopia, yeah. But tomorrow. Yeah.
يس. الله يجيب لك واحد اغبى زي الزول ده، عايز زي الزول في نفس الزول ده. يدوب معاك كده وانت عامل.
حار يا اخي.
سخانة شديدة.
سهالة يا.
انت لسه شفت حاجة؟ اسمع، انت ما شفت حاجة، ما جاي لي قدام سخانة اكتر.
يا سهالة. كارتم الاخر هير. من فرنسا. شكرا. This micro camera was already too much for the bus station, so I already ran almost into problems because of that. So I'm not gonna get the vlogging camera out. The action cam is gonna be way too big. Basically now I'm following this guy. He's driving me to a hotel somehow. Good. كيف عليك? Hello. No, it's okay, follow him, don't worry, it's okay. Yeah, the police checked on my passport also, and they were pushing me like, just go away from this bus station. So pedal, yeah. pedal. لا benzin. Oh, it's here. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Okay, so here I am in Gadarif. That's my hotel behind. $20, I think something like that. It's okay, it's clean. He told me there is food in front, so I'll go there. But and I think the bus station is just there. What the hell? Then these rickshaw drivers drove me around to make the way longer. That's crazy. He drove me around to make the way longer. Anyway, I don't care now. I'm just spending money. I don't care because luckily I was able to find one ATM in Khartoum, so that's why now I'm not tight on money anymore. Originally I thought I was not going to be able to withdraw in the country, so that was I was quite tight at the beginning. But then in Khartoum I heard about one ATM working. I looked for it a lot and I found it, and so that's why now I don't mind spending more money. What did I want to say? So I'm not gonna film much more the people here in Sudan because yeah, it's getting really problematic here. It was very funny when I was at the bus station. It was like I had the policeman checking me and trying to get all the people around me away. He was trying to get rid of those people, and he was checking my passport. He was a bit suspicious, but at the same time, because I have been filming with the small camera, and one guy was noticed it, and he was always telling me, "Where is your camera? Where is your camera?" And he was telling the policeman to like, he was filming. That's not allowed, and that. So I was just pretending I was not hearing anything. I did not reply for, "Where is your camera?" But well, yeah, I can see it. It's not a great place to film, anyway. But what's great also is I had the owner here in the hotel. And I heard a lot also in Khartoum. Everybody, when I say, "Oh, you're going to Ethiopia," before I was hearing, "Oh, you know, it's the war," because there are like military clashes at the border between Sudan and Ethiopia. And I was hearing before coming, "Oh, you know, there is a lot of tension between Sudan and Ethiopia, and it's problematic. You should not say you go to Ethiopia when you're in Sudan." And and in Khartoum, and here this guy, they asked me like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I say with a big smile, I say, "I'm going to Ethiopia." And the guy was telling me here, "You've been to Ethiopia before. Why are you smiling like this? You've been to Ethiopia." Yeah, and he said, I say, yeah, I've been to Ethiopia. I know how it is. I know it is very nice. And he was telling me, "Yeah, you're gonna enjoy there. It's gonna be fantastic." And yeah, I'm looking for Ethiopia so much. And I remember in Khartoum also, I had one guy at the sailing club, at the Blue Nile sailing club. He told me, after I told him I stayed 3 months in Egypt, and he told me, "If you stay 3 months in Egypt, you're gonna stay 1 year in Ethiopia." And it might be, actually, I might stay 1 year in Ethiopia. Anyway, see you in 2 days for the way to the border and the border crossing, all the way to Gonder. And it is time to start the second leg, the journey to Galabat, to the border. I'm a little bit stressed because that's probably the hardest border for quite a long time. Okay, let's go. Let's find the bus station, then let's go by minibus. Assalamu alaikum. ها؟ تمام قلبت يا
هليكوبتر يا معلم.
هبلا. So here I am in Ethiopia, but without my bicycle at the moment. So I could not, the thing about the fact that the electric vehicles are not banned did not work. The guy said like any vehicle, any tourist vehicle basically has to be taxed. Whether it's, he said that the ban from importing for electric vehicles, the fact that it's exempted from the ban, that's for commercial reasons. He said that for tourists, any vehicle basically needs a deposit. But they did not finish the process to calculate how much I have to deposit. So I will see tomorrow. At first they said it was 50% of the value of the vehicle. So I will see tomorrow whether I can pay or not this deposit. Let's see. So it's not sure yet I'm gonna be able to enter in Ethiopia. Basically, I don't have, my passport is not stamped yet. Also, they're waiting for the customs to clear my bicycle to stamp my passport as well. But you can have a look. You can see how green it is here around Metema, here, and the red trees, and somewhere there the mountains start to go to the highlands, to the Abyssinian plateau. Hopefully we will make it to the Abyssinian plateau. So I will not film outside yet also because of course I don't have a stamp in my passport. So I'm just allowed to get inside so I can sleep in the hotel, but I will not take any risk as long as I'm not legally inside the country.
Oh my God.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, I'm fine, yeah.
What's the situation?
The situation? Well, I'm waiting for my bicycle.
Oh, where is the bus? There?
In the custom, yeah.
The customer.
Yes. I come back, I just take a shower and I come to pay you, okay?
No,
Oh. Okay. Okay. Amasaganal. And here what I've noticed is like people are very, very serious at first. But as soon as you speak a little bit of Amharic, oh my god, the smiles pop up. And I don't want to say too much about what I feel about entering Ethiopia because I don't know if I'm going to be able to enter for real or not. Let's see tomorrow. Okay, 24 hours later, update on the situation. So I don't have my stamp yet. So this morning they were able to calculate how much I have to deposit to get my bicycle inside the country. And they calculated it will cost me 71,000 birr, which is at the official rate about $1,350. So I have to deposit that, but the problem, of course, I don't have all this cash on me, and they don't have, you can't pay by card at the customs, so now I have to figure out a way to pay for that. So that's why I'm stuck now. So I know how much I have to pay. I'm willing to deposit this money, even though I have no idea honestly whether I will see this money again, because with my plan, with the way I plan my journey in Ethiopia, I'm gonna exit a long time from now, so I don't see how I could, well, who knows, but in my mind it's money that is gonna be lost. But what can I do? If I don't pay that, then my African trip is cancelled. Basically, I would have to reroute to Asia, because I can't fly the batteries. So then to go around Ethiopia would be too complicated. I don't want to go back to Sudan, and if I do the African trip, I don't want to skip Ethiopia, because Ethiopia for me is a very important country in Africa. So that's why I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to lose this money, to lose that much money to go across Ethiopia. But yeah, $1,350 to get a bicycle inside the country. I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just funny somehow, I don't know. What can I do? What can you do? But yeah, so the issue I have now is that I have to find a way to pay that, because I don't have the cash, and so today is Sunday, so the banks are closed, and so that's why I can't pay today. So we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I have to go back. They will give me the details of the bank account where I have to send the money, and I will go to the bank and see if I can pay by credit card, or if I have to wait more days and send a wire, a bank transfer or something like that. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but now I'm stuck because I need to find a way to pay the deposit. And this deposit of $1,350 is actually very cheap, because I will explain you the whole situation. I cannot explain it now. I will explain the whole story when I exit the country, actually, because I just cannot say it now. But to explain you what kind of amounts of money they ask sometimes. Recently a guy who tried to enter from Kenya and tried to enter with a car of a value of maybe $30,000 or $40,000. So you know, a big 4x4 made to go across Africa, and so they asked him $240,000 to get the car inside the country. So of course, this amount of money, it's impossible to deposit this amount of money to get a car inside the country. So that's why most of our landers are not entering Ethiopia now. Everybody is skipping Ethiopia. So that's why somehow I am lucky to have only $1,350 to pay, because it is still payable and I can still enter the country. But yeah, and I decided yesterday when I walked before I knew what was going to be the price. When I walked in the streets and I see, oh my God, I'm just so happy. You can't imagine how happy I am to be in Ethiopia with all the people. I don't know. I just love this country. I feel so good with the people here, with the smiles, the way they're friendly, the music. I just love Ethiopia so much. So that's when I decided to kind of whatever it costs, I'll just pay for it and just get in the country because it's opening. If I enter Ethiopia, it's opening up all Africa for me. So just to complete a little bit what's happening here is quite interesting. I just love. It's just like I had such a great time yesterday. That's why also I decided to enter the country, whatever it costs, because yesterday I just did the typical thing you do in Ethiopia. Well, I do in Ethiopia. Just went out, go find a restaurant where there's some people, where I ordered some food. I had the injera. Oh my God, the injera is unbelievable. I met some friends, of course, they were drinking beer. So I ordered some beer. We started to become friends. The guy was a manager of a bank. So then he took me to another bar. So we spent like 2 or 3 hours dancing in the bar, and then we went to another bar, and it was just unbelievable. I just love how in Ethiopia you just go out, sit somewhere, you make friends, you go out, you get drunk with the people, you just enjoy, and people are so friendly. Actually, they offered me so many beers and that. It's just an amazing country. And after being in the Islamic world for almost a year, I mean, of course, some parts of Turkey were not that strictly Islamic. My time in Lebanon was not really Islamic either. But I entered Turkey like 1 year ago, so I mean, most of the time since in the last year I was in the Islamic world, and since maybe 7 or 8 months I'm constantly in the Islamic world. So after such a long time without real enjoyment, without real, I don't know, just there is no, you miss something when you can't drink. I mean, for me at least, I miss something when I can't drink, when I can't. The fun is not the same. So it's just like after so much time being forced not to release the pressure sometimes, it's just so good to go out, get drunk, and just enjoy life. Oh my God. And Ethiopia is the perfect country to do that. So that's why I thought. And I just love the people so much. When you try to learn the language, the key to open up the people here in Ethiopia is learn the language, do many efforts to learn the language, and you will see people will open up to you, will be so welcoming, and just show respect and show actually that you're interested in the culture. And I am truly very interested in Ethiopian culture, and I just love to see when they're dancing and all that. I love to try to dance. So, and they're so happy when they see you that you're trying to get into their culture, to dance like them. And it's just somehow, yeah, just to get yourself in Ethiopia, to get yourself accepted in Ethiopia. It's just learn the language and dance, just dance with the people. They will love it, and you'll discover an unbelievable country that's so many people, so many Westerners don't see, so many Westerners don't like Ethiopia. For me, I can't understand why, because when you do a bit of effort, it's an amazing country. So that's the reason why, whatever it takes, whatever it costs, I decided to enter Ethiopia. Good, huh? So, my bike got through the customs. So, and I have my passport stamped. Day 3, and I am through. I am officially in Ethiopia. I don't really know all the rules about filming. I will find out quite soon. I will not film. Salam alaikum. Salam nu. Huh? Good. Aywa. Huh? Okay, so I am through. I managed to, so I paid $1,380 in the end to get my my bike in the country, which is kind of crazy. I mean, usually a bicycle you don't need any papers, you don't need anything. But here in Ethiopia, with the new law, you have to pay a lot of money. And I will wait until tomorrow to get into the minibus to Gonder, because now it's too late. I got out of I managed to pay actually quite easily in the bank. I could pay with my card, so that was absolutely awesome. But still, I got out of the customs at like 1:30 in the afternoon, and then it was too late to catch a minibus to Gonder. So that's why I'm gonna go tomorrow. for the last cheating part of the journey after, from Gonder, hopefully I will cycle all the way to Cape Town. And it was another thing happened also. I met, just when I was finishing with the customs, a Polish cyclist arrived and he had no idea about the rules. So that's why then we came together to the hotel. Now he's back in the customs. Now we came together to the hotel and I explained him all the rules about how to import his bicycle in Ethiopia. He had no idea about it. He had no idea what was going to happen to him. So I helped him also produce the papers, the correct papers, so he hopefully will not have to deposit too much money. Anyway, that's the update, but I am so happy. I am in Ethiopia officially. My bike is in Ethiopia. It was incredibly expensive to get it in, but yes, I made it. So now the way to Cape Town is open again. I was so stressed since 3 weeks since I knew about this rule, because like if they were gonna ask me for like $40,000, then I can't pay that. So then it's the end of the story for the African trip. But yes, I made it through, and the adventures, the African adventures continues. See you on the way to Gonder, guys.